Warriors. My name is Miss Boyd, and I am the ninth grade math teacher at CPA, the ninth grade team specialist, and co-sponsor of Student Council. In this video, you will be learning all about the different extracurricular activities that we offer at CPA. First, we're going to send it over to Valerie and Isha.
Hi guys, my name is Valeria Arenazas. I'm a junior, a representative. Today I will be interviewing Ms. Boyd and Ms. Meckins.
Hi, I'm Isha Ali. I'm a freshman representative, and I'll also be interviewing Ms. Boyd and Ms. Meckins. The first question we have is, what is your role at CPA?
So my role at CPA is that I am a math teacher. I teach AP Calculus and Integrated Math 1, which is what ninth graders take. So hopefully I'll be seeing some of you next year. And then I also co-sponsor Student Council with Ms. Meckins.
Yeah, and then I teach social studies, and that can be a whole host of courses. Right now I'm teaching sociology and a class about social issues in education. So I'm teaching sophomores and juniors, but I'm also the 12th grade team lead and help with 12th grade events and staying on track to graduate, and then co-sponsoring Student Council with Ms. Boyd.
The second question we have for you guys is, tell us about some of the programs you oversee and how they impact students.
So some of the things that we do at CPA and Student Council is we plan a lot of events at the school. So we do the pep rallies that we have at school. We also, one of the biggest things that we do is and that we love to do every year is Trick or Treat Street. So we host an opportunity for kids in the community to come and participate in Trick or Treat Street, where they can, get candy, they can play games. And then we also have a haunted hallway that we do every year, which is really fun. And then we also, we do things like working with every third Thursday, we host an event depending on, what is happening that month. And so we do things around Christmas time, we do things around Thanksgiving, those sorts of events as well.
Yeah, and we're really big on community involvement. That's why we have the third Thursdays. Sometimes the theme is cultural as well. Like we've had culture expos. We have had a Black History Month night. So it's really, I would say we just try to cover like a diverse topics, but also our different student leader groups sometimes take the lead on those events with Student Council organizing them. We also do fundraising so that we can put on events like prom and homecoming. And then we plan spirit weeks. We do a lot of fun stuff. We're always busy. We also do volunteer service hours in the community so that we can give back. We're just always coming up with new ideas, trying new things. And we've even, found ways to work around coronavirus and still involve the community. And we actually just had a Thanksgiving donation drive that was just, really successful. So, if you like to be active, you'll like Student Council for sure.
And finally, what advice do you have for upcoming 8th graders?
So I think the biggest advice that I have for upcoming 8th graders is just be true to yourself. And this can be a really hard time. And I think transitioning to, a place that you had been at for the last, 4 years maybe, and you're transitioning to a whole new aspect where you're going to meet new people. So my advice to you is just stay true to yourself and be open-minded as you come into 9th grade, because there are a lot of opportunities that we offer at CPA. And as long as you stay open-minded, those opportunities are going to make you super successful in your future.
My advice would just be to get involved in something that interests you. And if you don't necessarily want to do that right away, I do recommend it though, like at some point to be connected with the school, and that's going to help you meet more people. It's going to help you be more open-minded. But we have a lot of different groups and just different opportunities to get involved at CPA. We're very, very much a family environment, like a family-like atmosphere. And I feel like our student body is really active and involved in a lot of things. So I would say get involved, find something that you're interested in that we offer, and jump in, because why not? You know, like start high school off with a bang. Don't sit back and let it pass you by.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd and Smickens, for this interview today. This was some great advice for the upcoming 8th graders and some good advice for people to join in student council. I'm Valeria Arenaza signing out.
Thanks, Valerie and Isha. Next, let's send it over to Jalen and Latera.
Okay, my name is Tara. I'm a junior. I'm a part of student council. And the first question I have for you guys is, what is your guys' names and your position at CPA?
Hi, my name is Eno. I am the Dean of Culture and co-sponsor of Link Crew.
Hi, I'm Miss Zamora. I'm one of the counselors at CPA, and I'm also a co-sponsor of Link Crew.
Hi guys, my name is Jalen. I'm also in Link and Student Council. And what is Link?
So Link Crew is a group of juniors and seniors that for the first year of a freshman or rising 8th graders, rising 9th graders, first year of high school, they have a mentor, maybe 1 or 2 people that just guide them through what their first year of high school is. And that can be anything from academic support, tutoring, social and emotional support, athletic support, like anything you can possibly think of. They help you become or start to become a really solid freshman so you can then turn into an amazing senior.
And at CPA, we offer it to every rising freshman. So everybody who's a freshman at CPA gets to have a Link leader.
And why is it important for our rising freshmen to be involved in Link or a part of Link?
High school's like this interesting time, right? And so in middle school, you're kind of in purgatory. You're not the cute little elementary school kid, but you're also not necessarily mature enough to make your own decisions as high school students. So a Link leader's job is really just to help you through that first interesting year of leaving middle school and not necessarily having standards or accountability. That Link leader holds your hand through this whole process. And so it's super important for our freshmen just to be engaged. And even if they're not engaged, the Link leaders are always still going to continue to annoy you and send you emails. And now that we're virtual, it's always emails or we do Zoom calls. But when we go back to being in person, we actually host meetings. We host events for our freshmen, just so you know that you've got a group of people that'll have your back during this first year of high school.
Also, 9th grade's kind of a little nerve-wracking coming to a new school. You're now not the top of the chain, you're at the bottom. And you get to meet a lot of your Link leaders in the summer, so you already know a familiar face by the time you go into high school.
Another cool thing is that like you can start to build some solid, not necessarily lifelong friendships, but some solid friendships and a solid support system. So anytime you hear, and you two can attest to that, when Link Crew was brought to CPA 2 years ago, you guys were actually the first group of students that actually experienced your Link leaders. And so if you want to talk a little bit about what that experience was like for you guys and why you chose to be a Link leader, that would be cool.
Link for me, for the first year, it was very interesting. I really liked it. I like my Link leaders. They were really helpful. They were always talking to me, trying to help me through everything, emotional support, academics, anything I could think of. And I just wanted to be a part of Link my junior and my senior year to basically do what they did for me for the new freshmen.
I agree with what Jalen has said. I really like my Link leaders. They helped out a lot. Like when my grades were bad, they were on me. And when I would get into like drama and stuff, they'll have it solved like quick. But yeah, my link leaders are really nice. They helped me out a lot my freshman year. I don't think I would have did as good as I did if I didn't have them. So
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys for your interview.
You're welcome for your interview.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Jalen and Latera. Next, we have Celeste and Leslie.
Okay. Hi, Miss Alma.
Hi,
How are you?
good, and you?
Good. Okay, so the first question I wanted to ask is, what is Latinos in Action?
What is Latinos in Action?
Yes.
It is a program to show you students how to, to kind of motivate you guys to go to college, to learn how to be successful, and to grow in life.
What are some opportunities that Latinos in Actions can give you?
They can help you with scholarships. They also teach you how to communicate, especially within the community, for you guys to help out. Honestly, I don't know a lot about it. It's a new program in the school, so unfortunately, I can't give you a lot of details.
What do you learn in Latinos in Action? What kind of skills or leadership skills do you learn?
So you learn about different careers. You learn about colleges, different opportunities that Latinos can have, and things like that.
And how would you join Latinos in Action if you wanted to join it?
You could email me or Miss Shanju. We do a little interview on why you want to join Latinos in Actions, then we go from there.
That's all the questions we have to ask. Thank you for your time, Miss Alma.
Okay, you're welcome. Bye. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Leslie.
Thank you, Celeste and Leslie. Over to you, Ruth and Devin.
Hello, my name is Devin. I'm a CPA representative for Student Council, and I'm a freshman.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm sophomore class president at CPA, and I'm in the 10th grade, yeah. And our guest today is Mr. Hayes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, what is your role at CPA?
So currently, I am the Black or African American history teacher and the Black Student Alliance or BSA advisor / teacher.
Okay, can you tell us about some of the programs you are over or see how they impact students?
So as I said, I'm currently the advisor / teacher of the Black Student Alliance. It's our first year making Black Student Alliance a class. And it's actually been very fruitful this year in having it a class because we are currently planning a number of different programs, gearing up for some things with Black History Month, as well as doing some more hands-on things to allow students to build themselves up and build their community up at the same time and leave out of the class with something tangible that they can utilize in the real world more than just, and not to put it, not to downgrade any teachers or anything, but that they can utilize more so than just an essay from a class. You know, so things like resumes and business plans, things like that.
All right. What advice do you have for upcoming 8th graders?
You come into high school, you're not a little kid anymore. You have 4 years before you're an adult. So it's time to start acting like one. It's time to start gearing up. I'm not saying that you need to just completely grow up, enjoy your childhood, enjoy these years, because they could definitely be some of your best years. But it's also time to start maturing, put aside the childish things, and know, don't put in the work right now, you're going to struggle, and nobody's gonna for you. No one's going to push you on through. It's time to gear up. It's time to mature.
Okay. Thank you for meeting us.
Thanks, Ruth and Devin. Sending it to you, Luis and Jalen.
So I'm Jalen Dotson, and I'm interviewing Miss Dawkins and Mrs. McCall. So I'm gonna let Luis start off with the questions.
What is your guys' role at CPA?
I can go first. So I am the school social worker. If you guys know Miss Cousins, she's been the school social worker for the last 3 years, and I took over her role this year as she moved into a different role.
I am the art teacher at CPA, so I teach both traditional visual arts and digital arts, both for also concurrent enrollment. So I also do college classes.
So tell us about some of the programs you oversee and how they impact the students.
So there's a couple different things that I'm attached to at CPA. As a social worker, we do a lot of social emotional supports, and I have been an advocate and part of the LGBTQ community my whole life. So I'm pretty passionate about supporting gender and sexuality alliances. The one that we have at CPA is called Spectrum, and Ms. McCall has actually been part of it for longer than I have.
So for me, when I came to CPA, it was kind of important for me to, when I saw clubs and I saw what there was available, I wanted to make sure that kids got normalized for, 2 moms, 2 dads. It's important for me because my son's growing up with 2 moms. So I wanted him to live in a world where that's just kind of normal. So when I saw that the Spectrum Club was there, I immediately joined to become a sponsor. And this year, I'm actually kind of running it with the help of Sierra and Miss Cousins.
What advice do you have for upcoming 8th graders?
That's a good question. I would say we know that transitioning from 8th grade to 9th grade can be very scary because middle school and high school are 2 totally different settings. And you're moving schools, you're changing friends sometimes. I would say probably my best advice for incoming 9th graders would be stay true to who you are. Stay true to yourself and look for those that support you being yourself.
My advice would be very similar. I mean, you're transitioning from 8th grade to 9th grade. You're growing up, you're getting a little bit more freedom. Not only just stay true to who you are, but don't be afraid to find out who you are. A lot of times you don't necessarily know. And when you come into 9th grade and when you find that freedom, you may suddenly find out that you want to go left when you thought you were going to go right. And don't be afraid to do that. I mean, that's the idea behind, the Spectrum Club and being open and honest and who you are, even if that changes daily, whoever you want to be.
Okay, I just want to thank you guys again for meeting with us to interview about Spectrum, since this will be sent to the prospective 8th graders. So thank you for meeting with us.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you a lot. It was great to meet you, Luis, and Jalen. We knew each other, and I really hope that the 8th graders come to CPA with an open mind, and we'd love to have you in our club.
Everybody's welcome.
Yep, everybody.
Thanks, Luis and Jalen. Now over to you, Bird.
Good morning, Coach Jefferson. How you doing today?
I'm well. Good morning.
So, what is your role as far as athletics, and how do you help support CPA students?
So I'm the athletic director for a regional athletic program here in the Far Northeast Warriors Regional Athletic Program. And we've got 11 schools chiefly that comprise our regional program, CPA being one of those schools. And as an athletic director, I'm essentially the caretaker of the program. So that's making sure that everyone involved, the student athletes, coaches, faculty, administration, have all the resources and support that they need, that we can have successful athletic programs and obviously make certain that the academic performance of all of our student athletes is in line with where it needs to be in order to compete, and that they're doing as well as they need to do. And I've got an immediate team that I work with. Lachelle Mitchell is the athletic assistant, and then Ricky Cartagena is our assistant athletic director and our athletic education liaison. And as a team, what we look to do again is make sure that all of our kids and all of our schools, including CPA, understand the learning support options that they have to get additional academic support, make sure that they're in line with eligibility, make sure that they understand if they have aspirations of playing at the next level, understand what that looks like in terms of earning a scholarship, the recruitment process, and some best practices there. And again, just making sure that everybody involved feels that they have what they need to be successful. And there's obviously a big administrative component to being an athletic director. So that could be professional development for coaches, or transportation, or registration for student athletes and physicals. So all the behind the scenes stuff to just make sure that everybody is protected and has everything that they need in order to compete.
Most definitely. Thank you for the insight on that. And
You
what
got it.
sports do we offer here in the Far Northeast?
So we've got 2 programs that go year round. Our cheer and our drumline are year round. And then in the fall, we've got football, we've got boys soccer, volleyball, and softball. And in the winter, we've got boys and girls wrestling, boys and girls basketball. And as you move into the spring, we've got baseball, boys and girls track. And we also have, we've also got girls soccer. So some of those seasons moved around a little bit with COVID, but those are our traditional seasons.
Got you. And last question, what advice do you have for an upcoming 8th grader that's thinking about joining the Warrior family?
What I'd say is, as you move up as an athlete, you're going to watch more and more film of yourself playing with your coaches. And as you watch the film with your coaches and the coaches make corrections, you're going to hear coaches say, hey, the film don't lie. And whether you're getting the playing time that you think you ought to be getting, or you're not getting the playing time that you think you ought to be getting, the film doesn't lie, but neither do your transcripts, or neither does your report card, and neither does your social media page, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, Facebook. So what I mean by that is, you're in 8th grade and you want to find yourself playing on the varsity team, or you're on the varsity team and you're going to want to see yourself maybe earning a scholarship down the road. Always put a tremendous amount of effort and have a tremendous amount of accountability, and not only your athletic performance and what you're doing to earn the playing time so that you could be on film, but also in the classroom, and also being socially responsible and being involved in the community and giving back. And if you come, all of our student athletes in the Warrior program, they've got coaches that care about them. And if you just go to our website, check us out. It has all of our coaches' contact information on it. It has all of our sports programs information on it, all of the announcements and events and all kinds of resources for NCAA Division 1, 2, 3. All that great stuff is all on our website. Website is fnewarriors.dpsk12.org. Check us out there and you'll get a great picture of what we're about. But that's my advice. Mind your athletics, mind your academics, and be socially responsible, and you'll find yourself in a position to have a great experience at the next level in high school.
Most definitely. That's some advice I wish I'd have heard as an upcoming freshman. I mean, you got to do it in the class before you can do it on the field. So we're student athletes, student first for a reason. Thank you for your time, Coach Jefferson.
You got it. You too, buddy.
Thanks, Bird. If you would like to find out more information about our extracurricular activities, please see our CPA website at www.collegiateprep.dpsk12.org or check us out on social media. Hope to see you soon, future warriors.